Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English with Emma and Tom, the podcast that helps you speak English naturally every single day. I am Emma.
And I am Tom. It is so wonderful to be here with you again today. Hello to all our amazing listeners around the world. We are so happy you are here with us.
Today, we have a very relaxing topic. We are going to talk about our vacation routine, the things we do every single day when we are on holiday.
Oh, I love this topic so much. Just thinking about vacation makes me feel happy and calm. Okay, let us start. Emma, what is the first thing you do differently on vacation compared to a normal day at home?
That is easy. At home, I wake up at 6:30 in the morning, but on vacation, I love to sleep in.
Sleep in. That is one of my favorite things to do on holiday. I usually sleep until 9 or even 10 o'clock. No alarm clock, no stress. It is the best feeling in the world.
It really is. And after I wake up, I do not rush. I just lie in bed for a few minutes, look out the window, and enjoy the silence. I call it my quiet time.
What a beautiful habit. I usually open the balcony door and breathe in the fresh air. If the weather is nice, I sit outside with a cup of coffee and just watch the world go by.
That sounds so peaceful. Do you check your phone first thing in the morning on vacation, Tom?
Honestly, I try very hard to unplug on vacation. That means I try to stay away from my phone, my emails, and social media. I think it is very important to give your brain a real rest, not just your body.
I completely agree. Unplug is a great word. It means to disconnect from technology. I also try to unplug, but I always check the weather forecast first so I can plan my day well.
That is very smart. Knowing the weather helps you decide what to wear, where to go, and what activities to do. It is a practical holiday habit.
Now, let us talk about one of the most important parts of the morning, breakfast. I think breakfast on vacation is something very special. Tom, where do you usually eat breakfast when you are traveling?
Oh, I love a big hotel buffet breakfast. At home, I usually have a quick bowl of cereal and leave for work, but on vacation, I eat eggs, fresh fruit, yogurt, pastries, and a big cup of coffee. I eat like a king.
Ha! That is so funny. I am the same. I feel like I deserve a big breakfast on holiday because I am relaxing and enjoying myself. What is your favorite food to eat at a hotel breakfast, Tom?
Definitely the fresh pastries and the local fruit. I love trying food that is typical of the country I am visiting. For example, if I'm in Morocco, I love to eat traditional bread with honey and olive oil. It is delicious.
That is a lovely idea. I actually prefer to find a small local cafe near my hotel. I like to sit outside, watch the people passing by, and order something traditional, like a croissant in France or a full English breakfast in the UK. I want to eat like a local.
Eat like a local. I love that expression. It means you eat the real traditional food of that city or country, not tourist food. It is the best way to experience a new culture, in my opinion.
Exactly. And after a good breakfast, I feel ready to start the day. I go back to the hotel, brush my teeth, put on sunscreen, which is very important if you are in a sunny country. And then I pack my small bag for the day.
What do you always put in your bag, Emma?
I always bring a bottle of water, my sunglasses, my phone, a small camera, and a little notebook to write down interesting things I see or learn. What about you?
I always carry a portable charger. My phone battery dies very quickly on vacation because I take so many photos and use the map app constantly. A portable charger is a real lifesaver.
So, after breakfast and getting ready, what does your typical vacation afternoon look like, Tom?
In the morning and early afternoon, when I have the most energy, I love to head out and explore the city.
Head out is a great phrasal verb. It means to leave your hotel or accommodation and go out to explore. I use this all the time. So, what do you like to do when you head out, Tom?
I love going sightseeing. I visit the famous landmarks, the old buildings, the local markets, and the parks. I walk a lot and take hundreds of photos. I also love stopping at a small street food stall to try the local snacks.
Going sightseeing is one of my favorite holiday activities, too. For example, if you visit Rome, you go sightseeing to see the Colosseum and the Trevi Fountain. If you visit Paris, you see the Eiffel Tower. These famous places are called landmarks.
Yes, and I think the best way to go sightseeing is on foot. Walking is slower, but you notice small, beautiful details that you would miss on a bus or in a taxi.
I totally agree. I also like renting a bicycle in some cities. It is faster than walking, and many cities have special bicycle paths that are very safe. It is also a very eco friendly way to explore.
That is true. Eco-friendly means it is good for the environment. Now by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, after all that walking and exploring, I usually start to feel very tired. So I go back to my hotel and take a short nap to recharge my batteries.
Recharge my batteries. That is a wonderful idiom. Do you take a nap in the afternoon, Tom?
Yes, I do take a short nap, about 30 minutes. After that, I feel completely fresh and ready for the evening.
I personally do not sleep in the afternoon. Instead, I find a quiet spot, a bench in a park, or a chair by the hotel pool, and I read a good book for an hour. No clock, no worry, no stress. It is the best feeling.
Reading on vacation is so relaxing. There is something special about reading a book in a beautiful place far from home. What kind of books do you read on vacation, Emma?
I usually read novels, fiction stories about interesting characters and adventures. I find it very easy to get lost in a good story when I'm relaxed. What about you?
I like to read travel guides or books about the history of the place I'm visiting. It helps me understand the culture better and makes the sightseeing more interesting the next day.
Now let us move on to the evening routine. Tom, what time does your evening usually begin on vacation?
Around 5 or 6 o'clock, I go back to my hotel, take a refreshing shower, and then I dress up a little for dinner.
Dress up is such a useful phrase. It means you change into nicer clothes. On vacation, even wearing a clean shirt instead of a casual t shirt is enough to dress up. It makes the evening feel special and different from the day.
Exactly. And then I go out to find a good restaurant for dinner. On vacation, I always try to eat at a local restaurant, not a big international chain. I want to taste real, authentic food.
I love that approach. Authentic food is always more delicious and more interesting. For example, in Italy, I want real handmade pasta with a family recipe, not pasta from a fast food restaurant.
Yes. And another thing I love about dinner on vacation is that it lasts so much longer than dinner at home. At home, I eat quickly and then go to sleep or watch television. But on vacation, I sit at the table for 2 or 3 hours, eat slowly, and have long conversations.
That is so true. On vacation, there is no hurry. Nobody is rushing to wake up early for work the next morning. You can enjoy the atmosphere of the restaurant, the warm lights, the music, the smell of the food, and just be present in the moment.
Be present in the moment. That is a lovely expression, Emma. It means to focus on what is happening right now, not to worry about the past or the future. Vacation is the perfect time to practice this.
Absolutely. After dinner, I love to take a slow stroll around the city before going back to the hotel.
A night stroll is one of my favorite things. The city looks completely different at night. The buildings are lit up with beautiful lights. The air is cooler and more fresh, and the streets are quieter. It is magical.
Magical is exactly the right word. Sometimes Tom and I will sit at an outdoor cafe with a cold drink, watch the people walking by, and just enjoy the peaceful feeling of the night.
And finally, Emma, what is your bedtime routine on vacation? Is it different from your routine at home?
Yes, it is very different. At home, I usually watch television or scroll through my phone before sleeping. But on vacation, I love to write in my travel journal.
A travel journal. I love that idea. What exactly do you write in it, Emma?
I write about everything I did that day, the places I visited, the food I ate, the interesting people I met, and how I felt. I also draw little sketches sometimes. It helps me remember the happy moments forever. When I read my old journals years later, I can travel back in time in my mind.
That is such a beautiful habit. I do not write a journal, but I do something similar. I look at all the photos I took during the day on my phone. I scroll through them slowly, and I feel grateful for every good moment.
Feeling grateful is so important. It means you appreciate the good things in your life. After a full day of exploring and experiencing new things, it feels wonderful to reflect on everything and say, today was a perfect day.
And then you fall asleep very quickly.
Ha! Yes, exactly. All the walking and fresh air makes you sleep very deeply on vacation. It is a good, natural tiredness. Your body and your mind are both satisfied.
And the next morning, the whole beautiful routine starts again. A new day, a new adventure, a new memory to create. That is the magic of vacation.
Well, everyone, we hope you really enjoyed today's conversation. We talked about so many useful words and phrases today. Let us do a quick review.
Yes. Remember these important expressions. Sleep in, unplug, eat like a local, head out, go sightseeing, recharge your batteries, dress up, atmosphere, stroll, and travel journal. All of these are perfect for talking about your vacation in natural English.
And here's our question for you today. What does your vacation routine look like? Write your answer in the comments below. We love reading what you write, and it is great speaking practice.
If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend who is learning English. It really helps us continue making these episodes for you.
Thank you so much for listening today. Keep practicing every day. Little by little, you are getting better and better. We are so proud of you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Happy learning and happy travels. See you in the next episode.